Charles E. Subscribe, share, like. Everything you need to know when you need to know it, man. Right back in you, man. Yo, appreciate all my new supporters, new subscribers. You feel me? Locking in with your boy, man. Lock in. Lock in, man. You feel me? That's how we giving it up. That's how we giving it up. We got some content. You feel me? Let's Talk About It podcast been going back and forth with 50 Cent. You feel me? Last time they hit, 50 Cent, he came with the audio of the landlord saying these niggas, they filming, they recording their podcast in my building, in my location, in my property, and they ain't paid me shit. You feel me? They owe me about $250. He really sound disgruntled. So on Christmas Day, what do the podcast guys do? Let's talk about it. Maino, Fab, Dave East, Jim Jones, they dropped the diss track, man, on 50. On 50's beats. Yeah. They dropped the diss tracks, man. Was it fire? It was some lines in there. I give them that. It was some lines in there. It always could be better. It always could be worse, man. You feel me? But these guys, they keeping it on record. The back and forth hip hop. We know how competitive it is, man. You feel me? We know this is house money for 50, man. You feel me? 50. Listen, 50 been in life and death situations like a lot of our brothers, a lot of our artists. So 50 comfortable in this, man. He really could. Yo, this is fun to Fifth, man. You feel me? But Jim Jones and the squad, see, I ain't think Dave East was going to say nothing. I ain't think Fab was going to say nothing. We knew the records was going to come. But nobody really thought Fab and Dave East, they was kind of like, yo, lead them out of it. They really ain't got too much to say. And it was, Maino and Jim Jones, they really been more in the forefront of being vocal against 50 Cent. Maino even came in the game pretty much, people could say, through 50, officially came in the game. Because Maino earned his stripes through the DVD area in the early 2000s, man. I know. Everybody want to hear, they want to get the tracks. The name of the song, the diss record, is called Squatters' Rights, man. Yeah. Off of what? A play off of what 50 said. 50 called them niggas squatters because they ain't paid their rap rent. You feel me? Yeah. 250,000 allegedly. This is what the landlord said in the leaked audio, man. You feel me? I'm only going to give y'all a few lines, Maino and some of what Fab said, man. I'm going to give y'all a few lines. You feel me? That's it. Listen. They all rapped on 50's beats. Fab, he came out on the Rider beat from the G Unit album, man. I think it was the G Unit, the second G Unit album, the Rider beats. Fab, I'm gonna get to Fab later, but Maino, he said some lines. He said something like, I got time today, I'm a hustler. Hold up. I got time today. I'm a hustler. I'm going to find a way. I don't back down. It's not in my DNA. Probably never get the flowers in this lifetime. Probably got to die before I get my right shine. He said, but it's cool because stars shine the brightest at nighttime. You feel me? Yeah. Maino, he had some bars. And he had some other bars too, but this is just what I kind of gravitated towards. You feel me? 50's song called Back Down. So he rapping on the beat, Back Down. He said, I don't back down. That ain't in my DNA. You feel me? Then he said, I'll probably never get my flowers in this lifetime. He said, I probably got to die to get my right shine. Some people, they ain't appreciated till they dead and gone. That's what Maino was basically getting after. And then he came back saying, well, that's good. Because real stars shine brightest when it's nighttime. Maino. Okay, man. This nigga Maino. Okay. Now, Maino been vocal. Shout out to Maino. You did. Maino's verse, he was. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give Maino verse probably a high 7. You feel me? A high 7, maybe an 8. High 7. You feel me? He had some lines. He weaved everything in correctly. He also talked about some legendary beef with a guy. I guess he from Brooklyn, New York guy from Brooklyn named Guy Tony. Mano insinuating that he had a beef. He went to war with him. He was basically talking about who he went to war with. Let me get to Dave East's verse was solid. I think he did. He rapped on the beat from the Massacre or something, Baltimore. You feel me? One of 50's old tracks. He rapped on that. You feel me? Once again, Dave East, he wasn't really highly vocal. Everybody thought to the side. You feel me? And then, Jim Jones, he rapped on Whoop Your Head, Boy. It was all right. You feel me? It was all right. I give Jim probably about a 6, high 6. You feel me? Maybe about a 6. You feel me? I expected Jones to come better. Being that Jones, you really at the forefront of this whole podcast, of this whole shit for real. Expected you to come better. Fab, let's get the Fab. He rapped over the Rider beat. Yeah. On the G Unit album. He rapped over the Rider beat. Some of the notable lines that Fab said. Let me see. Fab said, niggas can't move us, and nah, we not squatters. They mad at us because we fly, and they can't squat us. He said something like, I was so fly, I made my girl a stylist. Let me see. He said, them window shoppers, they ain't really copping nada. I give my shooters the word, and them shots gonna follow. I let them off the leash like Nino did his Rockwaller. Like I let him off the leash like Nino's Rockwaller. Mano, woo. Fab. Hold on, I feel I gotta say that better. I ain't do you no justice, Fab. I would say it back one more time for Fab. You feel me? Fab, I gotta give you some justice, Fab. Hold up. Let me take the shades off. Niggas can't move us. And now we not squatters. They mad we fly, and now they can't swat us. The window shoppers, and nah, they cop nada. I give the word, and them shots gonna follow. I let them off the leash like Nino's Rockwallers. Come on, man. Come on. Fab smoked his verse, man. I ain't gonna lie. Fab straight smoked his verse, man. What I give Fab? I probably give Fab about a high 8, 9. You feel me? Yeah. You feel me? They all went. You feel me? Hold up. Fab went last. Fab and Dave East, they probably the least vocal. Like, nah, them dudes. Fab went last. So they knew what they was doing. At least Fab, put it like this, at least Fab went last far as I could see how they synchronized it, how the order was on coming across on YouTube, on the media, Instagram, and all that. Who knows? Niggas could have chopped it up and internet niggas could have just chopped it up and put Fab's verse last. Who knows? But Fab going last, if that's the official order, that them boys knew what they was doing. They knew what they had in Fab, man. You feel me? They knew what they had in Fab. Real shit. So I give Fab a high 8, 9. I would have liked the niggas to go on the original beat. You feel me? On some real shit. I would have liked the niggas go on the original beat, because like I said, going rapping on somebody else's beat is kind of old. You feel me? It's kind of been used. It's kind of been ran through the mud, but they did what they felt they had to do, man. You feel me? Is these bars better enough to hit back at 50 when 50 came with the landlord saying they old niggas and they was squatters, they ain't paid they rap rent? Which one hit harder? Is this gonna move 50 to drop some bars, to galvanize Tony Yayo, to galvanize Uncle Murder? You feel me? To bring Lloyd Banks back? 50, you might have to bring Banks back just for fact. I'm gonna keep it real. You might have to, You might have to accidentally, yo, we need you on Fab, man. I'm just saying. 50, I know you prideful. Just saying, a pocket dial, pocket text. We'll get Banks on the line to go at Fab. Real talk. Because Fab, hey, Fab with it. But will 50 even respond? 50 on this CEO shit, man. 50, he ain't. It take a lot for that nigga to respond. You feel me? In these days, in this era of 50, this version of 50, it take a lot for 50 to respond, man. You feel me? And I even know Tony Yale let this shit go with Jim Jones and Memphis Bleak. When it Tony Yale called him a cokehead, dust head, all of that. Yo, he broke. Yale ain't even, Yale ain't even say nothing. You feel me? But 50 did kind of get on Yayo for not coming at them niggas when they came at him. Yeah. So we gonna see is niggas gonna respond or not, man. I don't know. But stay tuned. I'm just bringing you the rap news. You feel me? I done paid my rap rent, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling for the rest of the year. Charles E. Subscribe, share, like everything you need to know when you need to know it. That's my time. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace. You dig it? Yeah.